I started on this place, there was a few dugouts, ponds, and a creek. The name of the creek is Alkali Creek, so you can imagine how good the water quality was. So when I moved on this place, there was basically, unless it was right around the headquarters, it was surface water that was dependent on, and you could tell by the grazing that the water was the limiting factor on this operation. So I started putting in water lines and using well water to water our animals, because the quality of the water, the surface water, was not conducive to animal performance or health. So we started with that, strategically placing a few water tanks, and it's been a learning process on water, and because it's such a limiting factor to our grazing, that we've added a number of wells. We've added a lot of pipeline to help distribute the grazing better, and we've seen a number of different situations where, with well water, it's definitely a better, healthier alternative than surface water, but it can be a problem if the well goes down, or if there's not enough storage, or the cows drink the water in the tank down, so the calves can't get water, or the calves end up in the water tank. So it's I started implementing summer water tanks, and being able to start more holistic grazing. And then we started moving into winter grazing, which the limiting factor again was water, because we had water going, wells, pipeline going out to the pastures, but there was no way of keeping the water flowing when it's 20 below. So we started implementing winter water tanks alongside the bigger summer tanks, and that's worked pretty well, and we've able to do a lot of winter grazing and make a lot of improvements with our grasses and our management. And we took that one step further here the last 3 or so years, where we've made more mobile watering systems. That way we can target areas better with grazing. But I've also found that the cattle are much more content when you have, say, a tanker trailer or a portable trailer with water out where the cattle are, versus the cows having to crowd in around a water tank next to an electric fence or barbed wire fence, or where it's a limited trough space. So we've seen not only more content cattle, but we feel the calves, the way we have it set up, the calves we know they're adequately getting the water they need to, so it's not limiting their growth. I would say a majority of the water projects that we've implemented have been with partners, whether it's NRCS, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Partners for Wildlife Program, Ducks Unlimited, the Turkey Federation, Natural Resources Trust. I'm probably missing Mule Deer Foundation. I might be missing a few others. I tell my friend Chad Njos that if I had a sticker for every group that I've worked with and put it on my vehicle, I'd look like one of those NASCAR. So it's, with the cost of implementing these structures, it's very beneficial to us producers to be able to have the partners to help invest in that. But it's also our obligation as a producer to have a plan and understand why we're doing what we're doing and implementing that in a way that's positive to the operation and not just utilizing it to spend money. I think it's important to keep water flexible, kind of like cross fencing or anything else, because as a person changes the way they operate or manage their operation, water, because of the importance of water, we have found that we've also changed the way we look at water and how important it is in the management of everything else. So to be able to have a plan and to have the flexibility to develop those infrastructures to be to help pursue goals in the future is very important.